Okay. So, the fucking game crashed and I had to start over. Which is why the last video was only 10 minutes. Because that's all it took for this piece of dog shit ass game to crash on me. And for some reason I used Camtasia, or whatever the fuck you call it, the studio editing software, and when I try to reopen the game, my little recording box disappeared, and so I fucking yada yada had to start over. Anyways, sorry about that. In case you're wondering why the last video was only 10 minutes, that's why. So this time we're going to travel to the Private Sensorium. Which we have not been to yet. There are more sensory stones here, which there's 3, so not the same. But you do want to hit all the sensory stones. You're standing in a circle of white tents deep in the woods somewhere. The trees around you, by far the largest you've ever seen. Suddenly, though, there's an odd prickling sensation at the back of your skull. Your surroundings melt into a colorless smear, and then slowly resolve into what looks like the interior of a large gray sphere. Across from you stands a figure almost identical to yourself. His eyes flash in half darkness, and a mad smile splits his features.
I knew you would come. Oh, greetings, greetings. So good to see you.
He sneers.
I bid you, murderous tongue, to be silent. That's right, murderous. You pretend innocence is laughable. Oh, don't you know? Didn't all those filthy, lying, thrice-be-damned journals tell you who I am? Those journals that were so conveniently left for me when I awoke. Those journals that called me Incarnation. Ha ha ha! Burned them all, I did. All that I found. What did they say exactly? They spoke lies, 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 and nothing more. Filth about a man who forgives himself. Other incarnations of preserving their experiences and writing so later lives could benefit. Thieves! In my life, mine! All you want to steal my body, and you won't have it. So, you're one of my earlier incarnations. He crosses his arms and looks away from you. You'd put your stock in such trash, yes. What did those lying journals say? They spoke lies, lies, and lies, and nothing more. Filth.
Okay,
where am I? Oh, this?
He gestures around him, snickering.
Just a little trap is all. I realize that killing you body thieves might not be enough. I might have trapped you, snare you for eternity. You may have realized by now there is no way out of this sensory stone. Your mind is locked here. You'll note that rather sparse surroundings I've left for you. All to help the madness set in good and quick while your flesh rots away. I have some questions then.
Your earlier incarnation crosses his arms and looks away indigently. Save for a few more tufts of his hair on his head, he's identical to you. Even his arms have most of the tattoos yours do.
How did you make this trap? Can't tell you that. It'll never be replicated. The magics used in this creation were lost, even to me. Clever it is, though. One experience hidden beneath the other, so that no flesh but my own would set it off. But if your flesh sets it off, wouldn't that mean I'm you? You've trapped yourself. I've trapped myself, don't you see? But you're one of, I thought, I put safeguards. How could you? I'd be so foolish.
He wrings his hands together, biting his lower lip.
How to get out? How? I've forgotten. Wait! I'm the only one who can release you, and that will not do. If I am you, then you can release yourself.
And we get out of there, because we're not fucking retarded. Next stone. This is the one I call the blue balls. The base of this aquatic blue stone has been sculpted so that it appears to have melted in the pedestal it rests upon. A stream of perfect azure tear drips down its side, framing the inscription beneath the pedestal, longing. As you place your hands upon the stone, its surface ripples beneath your touch. A chill washes over your arm, like plunging your hands in a mountain stream. You close your eyes and submerge into the experience. And as you close your eyes, you blink and reopen them. Your eyes are brimming with tears, and you are overcome with the terrible sensation of drowning. As the sensation rolls through you, there is a stirring in your breast, a hunger, poisonous like a serpent, biting into your heart. Until you feel it, your breast will explode. You want desperately to steady yourself, focus, but all that comes is your eyes is tears. You raise your hand to wipe away tears, and your hands are soft, delicate, women's hands. They brush the stray tears from your cheek, and you cup them in your hands, each like tears, like jewels, shimmering in the lights. The lights are cast by candle globes that drift through your sanctuary. They have come to a place to gather your thoughts, to reflect on past with an eye toward the future, to cleanse the mind before a coming journey. Yet, you cannot concentrate. Your thoughts remain in the present, trapped there by the terrible feeling that rises in your breast. What did he mean? You close your eyes, but the words echo in your mind 1,000 times. Will he ever return? The sound is a whisper, an echo. Only you. Only you. Yet you hesitated at the brink of time's door, and he must have thought you were afraid to go, but you were not. You were afraid to stay, and to fear. The serpent rises in your breast again, its fangs biting into your heart, filling it bursting with poison. The tears come again, running down your cheeks in streams. Echo. Only you. Your eyes snap open. It's his voice. The world in the gasp. He stands powerful in the shadows, and he strides into the light of the drifting candle globes, and you feel the serpent writhing and dying. He returned. His face stern, but somewhere in those features you can almost see his pleasure at seeing you. After all, he returned for you. Only you can help me, Dionaro. But it is wrong for me to ask you for help. You speak, Dionaro, yet you gray-skinned like statue striding from the light. Are you the scarred? Your body looks like it has been bathed in knife blades, the wounds, the tattoos horrible, yet you see through Dionaro's eyes, and she sees. How can she see you in such a way? She puts a cloak over your features. She sees you in a light, such terrible longing. For she, how can she feel such? You try to refocus, brace yourself, and hold on to the experience. You feel your vision tearing, doubling until you are a man striding from the light. It is you, but not you. You feel yourself being torn. It is Dionaro's experience, but at the same time, it is also yours. And you, what? I ask too much of you to accompany me, Dionaro. I have no right to place you in such danger, for my sake. It is your words, but they are surgeon words, chosen with cold skill, without a trace of emotion. With every word, you feel yourself sneering inside, knowing that the stricken girl will see through the next longing-stained eyes. And who are you that person that twisting her with your words, not knowing how powerful they are to her, like bolts of the ballista, piercing her breast, yet she sees only relief at your return. How can she feel and not know you mean to? I have come to ask your forgiveness, Dionaro. I shall return to you as soon as I am able. Your vision tears again, doubling and bleeding. And until you are facing yourself again, trying desperately to speak, to warn Dionaro that not a man, but a creature that kills for his own means. He doesn't care about you, Dionara. You are a tool to him, a tool. He needs to, but Dionara speaks, and you can't stop her. I will place myself 1,000 dangers, embrace eternity for you, my love. I am not afraid. Listen to me. I will accompany you through the plains themselves, the plains themselves should bar the way. You feel yourself shattering, relief and satisfaction. His satisfaction at her words, knowing she would say them, always knowing, and her admission of the love, like the slamming of a portcullis across your heart, trapped. She is yours, but you must be certain, so you drive the nail home. The way is dangerous. You will have to be strong, far stronger than you are now. Swimming through her mind, relief. The wave of relief and the end of longing, yet longing for him more at his words, yet noticing manipulations. All you need is to be strong, and his past shall be one with yours. Your thoughts are like fires, for you can be strong, stronger than he knows. You know no fear, and you would die for him. I can be strong, my love. I will. Her words slide off him like water. The serpent in her breast, the one piercing her heart, with its poison, has been replaced by the serpents in flesh. She sees nothing of this, and his next words are planned carefully, so carefully. I can't say if we'll succeed, Dionaro, but I'll do my best to protect you, and I will expect nothing less from the same for you. You may be required some sacrifices. At that final terrible word, you feel yourself being torn apart. He means her harm, he means you harm, for you and her, and he means to hurt her. Yet you need her to be harmed, and you want to scream. Scream at her that she's in danger. Run! Run, Dianara! For his eyes unmake all things. And of course, my love, life is a sacrifice. This I have learned. You, she, her, you speak the words, and in it you feel yourself dying inside. You are a spectator, and you have watched a woman die, for the words are death sentence. Yet still, she speaks, unheeding, uncaring. I left a legacy in my father's keeping, my love. Ask for the 6, the 3rd, the K, and the S in it. I bequeath everything to you. It's not much, but with it I left. You hem. A wave of irritation washes over you. You clench your teeth to prevent the irritation from crossing your features. Must she always continue to prattle, even when you do not prompt her? Must she? But no. Keep the irritation inside. Only a trace slips out. Come now. I cannot die, Dianara. There is no need for such foolishness. Here, you, she overcome with fear. Fear that revolts you, and fear wells up inside of her. You, as you watch him frown and hasten to correct him. He must know the reasons. Know the wisdom behind. He is so impressed with your planning. Speak before he turns away. I know I often act foolishly, my love, but you said that you can forget things if you are badly hurt. There are things in the legacy that could help you remember, should you forget yourself. You coldly regard her through the eyes tracing your gaze, through the furrowed brow, wrinkled, worried, desperation. She has acted as you had expected, yet there is something in what she says. Perhaps yet I have nothing in this legacy's of value. I do not want to leave anything here on some safe that could be of some use on our journey. Her illusion is shattered, and for a moment you watch in silence. The serpent! And your hope dies, as in Dianora's eyes the emotion is rebuilt, the slivers being drawn from the ground, the illusion rebuilt, but the slight sliver of pain remains. He thinks you have done something foolish, yet you did it for him. You must make amends, but how? You must convince him the legacy is unimportant, but it isn't. It's everything. The legacy, my love, it's just a few things to help you remember. The sight the words falls on Dianara, so quick, so sharp, you cannot follow its arcing path. The legacy, the things you do, Dianara, such romantic gestures, no matter. No, you, Dianara, you've driven him away again. Like you did the night before. You feel the serpent stirring again, reborn and curling around your heart. This is the softest of hisses. It does not hear. What? Would you wish to leave a legacy, my love? For yourself or for anyone you want to. It might help you remember if left for something of yourself. Or for the ones you loved. The word sight falls again, terrible and swift. Yet this time the illusion holds and the serpent is cloaked. The serpent is cunning, and shall not reveal itself until it strikes. A legacy for myself, not likely. The things I would leave. Save in the advocate's office, Dianara, but enough of this. I must leave. He is leaving. You must make him remain. And the experience swirls around you, terrible and spiraling toward the final scene. The question she wants to ask. Don't ask it, Dianara. Don't ask it. Be silent. Be silent. My love, before you go. His anger is irritation. What now, girl? What now? You muley banshee! Before I go, it looks like I'm in no danger of that. Come, Dianara, can't these questions wait for the morn? There is much. She is desperate, drowning. Say it, and she, speak it. Do you want me to come with you, my love? The rust of emotion dies in your mind, and this is the end. The words he and you are about to speak are true, but the truth is not the truth she sees. There are no lies, only cold calculations. Of course, he wants you to come with him, Dianara. You understand it clearly, too. Clearly, he has invested too much in the poor girl to let her go. Of course, Dianara. I would not have asked you to come with me if I did not want your company. You know how I feel about you. There is a cold silence in his mind, then a hissing of thought, a response sharp and deadly like a dagger blade. The lie comes swiftly, unburdened by emotion. I love you, Dianara. And you want to scream. You want to feel the lie wash over her like radiance, but it is the shadow of truth. A serpent's kiss, and he means harm, and she can't see. You want to call out, but she's crying with joy, even as cry with joy, with frustration, with joy, with despair. The emotion washes over you like you're drowning. You need to speak. You long to speak, but you cannot. You scream and scream, and you tear your hands from the stone, bloody tears rushing from your eyes. rushing in streams down your arms, your hands to coat the stone. Blood, her blood, and you can't warn her, and you can't stop crying. And suddenly Fall from Grace is there, and her touch is gentle like silk, and she brushes the tears from your eyes, even as you feel the screams welling up inside you. Shh, cradling your face, your bloody tears.
Ah, I can't bear it. I couldn't stop her. I wanted to, but I couldn't do anything.
Fall from Grace looks into your eyes, and she nods sadly in understanding.
And that is the nature of longing, the desire for that which you cannot change or possess.
She studies you, withdrawing her hand, now soaked in your blood.
Will you be all right?
Yes. Yes. I just need a moment.
Very well.
She steps back.
We will continue when you are ready.
As much as you want to hurl the memory of the experience from you, you hold it fast because you know it's important to remember it. It was you in that experience. It was Dionara's experience, but because it was you, your memories flooded you, and you could feel both sides at once. Who were you? Who was that shade of you? Alright, so that was a wordy fucking sensory stone. And this is the last one here. As you touch the stone, its green exterior sharpens, clashing, its brightness becoming more than you can bear, so much so you close your eyes to shut it out. As you close your eyes, you feel the skin along your arms become numb, as if all sensation is being bled from them, tired, so tired. You try to blink, yet the darkness remains, your lids feel soft and sluggish, unresponsive. You're sitting on what feels to be dirt floor, and around you, you smell the coppery blood and herbs? Why are you here? You came here to what? Your memory fails you, but you feel a growing panic beginning to well up inside of you. Awake now, are you? Questioning all adone? Her voice is an old woman's, thick and scratchy, as if she's trying to force her way past a thick layer of dust. You try to respond, but all you can manage is a ragged croak. You can't feel your tongue in your eyes. What's wrong with your eyes?
Now see me you did, and spoke you did, and poorly so. The price you've paid, eh?
The crone sounds amused. Her tone drops sharply.
No more questions. Now you will listen, and you will remember my words reminding me. You shall live,
she hisses.
Not if you hear me, or another bit I shall take. Remember me, traveler. Remember me to the stone. One of pretty glimmers in your festive hall. Use it like a cup. Pour what you feel inside and know this. Remember me to man who wears skin of scars and tattoos. Who seeks memories, but has misplaced them. If smart he is, he'll know in knowing me. Tell him to find me. While I might not be found, tell him to come to the Glimmer Stone, and we shall speak, my precious man and I.
The woman pauses and she hisses again.
Nod if you hear me, ragged thing. Ah, pretty polite to listen so long. When he comes to the Glimmer Stone, tell the man to speak my name, and your pain shall not have been in vain.
The crone's voice trails off, as if distracted. You try to speak again, but there's only a sick gurgling noise. What happened? Who is this person? Why are you? And you begin to feel the slip of unconsciousness.
Ravel. Ravel it is I. Ravel!
Ah, my precious man.
There's a slow shuffling of feet, and you feel a sharp pinprick in your left eye. You gasp, and suddenly barely you can see, with one and only eye. You lie in a gray hut upon a dirty floor where blood, your bright red blood, is seeped into the surrounding gray dust. Your arms are gone, your legs have been hacked off at the knees, and yet you feel numbed, and there is no pain, only fear. There is someone above you, someone looking down at you. As you look up through your bloody, blurred vision, you see a horrid bluish face, grinning with yellow tusk.
Ravel is pleased. I'm wondering if I was the messenger would make it for a week. And he was bits and placed by my plate.
She holds up a talon in front of you, and impaled on the tip of it is an eyeball, the right one.
Yet to the festive hall he's returned, it seems. And our time too together has shared. And now you've come. Success!
Ravel, I have many questions for you.
The crone shakes her head, in blurred vision, seeing three images at once. Her grayish hair is like brambles drifting down her shoulders.
No, only time for answers does Ravel have. And she has no time to waste with your guess questions. Know this, and then knowing grows strong. You must find me, my precious man. My precious man.
But how? I do not know.
Cha! I am beyond knowing in the latest place. Now shut the fuck up and listen to Ravel. There's much you must do. To find me, 3 things you must do. Find the door, know the key, then unlock the key.
Door?
The door is not the finished thing, at least when I last gazed upon it. But in the passing of time, perhaps now well wrought it is. Go to the place of forges and steel. Perhaps there you'll find the door that takes one to me.
What is the key you speak of?
To know of the key, speak to one of the knowing ones. Many there are in Festive Hall, many, yet only one there is who knows the knowing of the key that you need. Loosen his tongue, and many secrets shall spill forth.
When you say unlock the key, what do you mean?
And knowing the key is not enough. So Rabble thinks knowing and unlocking is 2 tasks. At the times the thing is knowing not his nature. But you are no stranger to that.
Ravel cackles, a long, hideous cry that fills your ears with pain.
Ravel, how am I talking to you if this is someone else's experience?
Of stones and experiences and a telling would Ravel do, but not the telling of how she speaks to you.
She speaks soothingly.
Many are the branchings and twistings of Ravel, and many are her secrets. I need you, and I need you knowing this. Return. I will give what I can help.
Ravel gives a final smile, a horrible yellow fanged grin. A blackish tongue darts from her lips and lingers at the edge, teasing. But in the end,
only one question remains. Only one question this I ask.
Her eyes blaze like fire as the red light turning her face blood red.
What can change the nature of a man?
And at the question, you feel a tremor pass through, like thunder. You feel yourself burn. Your vision clears, and you try to shake it off. And remember, folks, you always want to shake it off. All right. And with that, we got a level. And we're also done with this video. I'm going to cut it a little bit short here. Go ahead and level up my guy. I'm heading out. It is a Saturday night, and I'm not going to stay home and make LPs. So, I thank you all for watching, and I promise to do more videos before I die. Goodbye.